Good morning, warriors. This is AJ Zulu here, and I would like to just making this short video about the jungle in League of Legends. Now, there seems to be a lot of complaints about how the jungle has changed, especially the plants. Now, assuming that the plants won't be taken out, because most people would say, oh, the solution is remove plants, and that's it. End of story. But let's just say plants aren't going to be removed, but it can be improved. One thing that makes the plants unattractive to a lot of players is the random effect, where it's going to be spawned or how there's a lot of luck in this kind of mechanic. And luck and random things are just things that League of Legends players wouldn't really like. So what is the suggestion that I would like to just be talking about? Now, instead of having just plants randomly spawn, why don't we give the players the power to plant those plants anywhere they want? So let's say a person with smite would get a special item, free item, similar to the ward. It's gonna be free to be able to plant all three types of plants and then place them wherever they choose. But of course, each plant, let's say this, I planted a plant right here, right? The AoE will indicate that I cannot put another plant inside this AoE, so I have to put it somewhere else. See? As for other players without smite, they can only pick one plant. So a support player may want to get the plant that gives vision. Let's say put it around here or down here that is still in the jungle area. And then if they know their timings right, they can say, oh, usually a jungler will come and gank, so I will activate my plant to give me vision of this area. And that would just bring in a little bit of skill about someone who would need to know more about gank timings and other stuff. While a jungler supposedly would understand that in his jungle path he would require some healing or he will want to get to a certain location. So in the beginning of the game he may place some plants ahead of time, which would of course take about, let's say, a minute to 30 seconds to spawn, and then later on he would come over and then use them because he placed them there. Now the next question would just be, how would these plants work? Because you're talking about having right now 6 types of plants and no, sorry, three. How am I supposed to like select between 3 plants and then rotate between all 3 of them? Because we only have one ward. So now I will have to, like, the best way I can just describe it is to go into a Dota 2 game. But as you can see here, I technically have 2 different types of wards. Now just pretend like these are plants, right? Let's say this is, the blue one is one type of plant. So I can just place one down here, like plant a tree. Now if I wanted to plant another type of plant or seed, I just press once. Now if I do left click, it will plant, right? But if I press the same key again, it will change. Now you have to like press kind of quickly, and then it would change. Since there are 3 plants, then you just have to do it 3 more times. 1, 2, and then you get your 3rd plant. And again, let's just see, like, wherever you place a plant, there'll be like an AoE where you cannot put down another plant in that AoE. So you want to put down another AoE, you have to like put it outside of its range, basically. And so that's just how it could be easy to switch from one plant to another, since there are only 3. Just 1, 2nd, 3rd plant. And then you just click once and then place down the plant. click it twice to go to your next plant, click once, and then there's your next plant. Now the problem with this would be that you cannot use quick cast in this fashion. Now I set my W here for quick cast so that I can just use some items like this quickly without having to use my mouse click. Now if I were to put it here, it would just try to cast plant down the ward immediately. Even if I try to click twice, it wouldn't really switch over. So if I click twice, see, it does. I'm clicking twice right now. It's not working because since it's a quick cast, it's trying to place down a ward, as you can see. So it needs to be a normal, regular hotkey, and you need to use the mouse to actually place down the seed. But placing down seeds like this in a strategic fashion does not need any quick plays per se, so having quick cast may not be the most important thing. So that's about it. So okay, I hope you guys were able to understand what I'm trying to say with that visual representation of how plants will be placed down. So again, just like wards that are going to be free, plants would just be free as well, and maybe it would just be in another bar. I don't know why recall will have its own button here, but that's just a place that I would put it. A small problem would be that it's going to take another inventory slot. And for junglers or with people with smite, it would just maybe be a special item, just like the jungle item, where it would be like a sack, a sack of plants, whatever, a bag of seeds, let's just say. And then it would just be 3 seeds. But then for other heroes, they would just be able to pick one of the 3 seeds depending on what they would like to get. Then again, maybe offlaner would want to place like some of the healing plant here just to be able to get some extra healing down, and a support would want to get the vision type plant somewhere here to be able to scout depending on whatever timing they think the enemy jungler would come and gank them. So why not have both? Have some random plant spawn, but also give the power to players to be able to place down those plants where they know they will need it and strategically place them down where they would use it in like a future situation. Again, like the plants wouldn't be able to stack on top of each other. There'll be like some kind of radius where if this plant is placed down here, there'll be a radius where no other plants can be placed down, and you have to place another one outside of that radius. But that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day.